All right, what's up everybody? Dave, Alien Reptiles. Gonna do this YouTube video on bringing home new snakes. You order it offline, you bring it home from a show, whatever the case is. There's certain things that we like to do here to ensure they get established well and they start eating and doing everything normal. Some of the first things that we consider when we get them here is their caging. Tubs, however you're going to do it. If you have an aquarium, if you have a vivarium, whatever you're going to do, is making sure that it's set up prior to bringing something home. If you don't have the room, if you don't have what you need to make sure the snake is taken care of, I would wait until you had that set up. Here, you can see in the background, is this little hatchling rack that I built. 3/4 inch melamine, heat tape ran through, and I got Herpstat 2 on there, hopefully to add some more in the long run. Be able to hook up another probe and heat tape on another tub. We have these little tiny tubs. I believe they're 6-quart Sterilite tubs. That's all they are. We'll get them set up in these. Water dish, obviously. And we put them on paper towels, if you have the butcher paper, whatever you want to do to put them on there, just to make sure everything's fine. We sterilize the tubs prior to putting them in there. We use the chlorhexidine. I'll hit it with my Nick spray and put them on paper, give them water. We'll let them sit. First night back, or first night here, I will offer food, see if they want to eat. Sometimes they eat right off the bat, sometimes they don't. I try the one time and then I'm done. I don't do it every day, every other day, once a week, whatever. Get them in there, put them on the paper, get the water set up, get the snake in there. I leave them alone until nighttime. Come in here, try to feed them. If they eat, cool. If they don't, cool. And I leave them alone. I don't mess with them. I'll pull them out and check. I'll just open them up, check for pee and poop. Make sure the water's topped off, and I push the tubs back in and I leave them alone. I let them get acclimated. I let them get used to the surroundings. I let them feel comfortable where they're at. If you don't do that, if you're taking them out and you're playing with them every single day and you're messing with them, they're never going to calm down, or it's going to take a long time. I shouldn't say never. It's better for me, I think, for the snakes to allow them to get comfortable, allow them to take their time and do what they need to do to get there. We had these guys now, the earliest one we got, maybe a month and a half. They're on cocoa now. They've done all their stuff. They've eaten a couple times, they've pooped, they've all shed, they're peeing, everything's fine, everything's normal. So now they're on cocoa, and that's where they'll be until they'll grow out and we'll move them into to another tub. Another thing, bringing them back. You get them home, you open up your box. Some people like to give them a soak. And so, if you're going to take this tub here, you get them in, give them a soak. The snake goes in there. You just want the water to fill up about halfway up their body. You don't want the snake to have to float. You want him to be able to sit in there comfortably. He can curl up, he, whatever. He can sit in there comfortably. Lukewarm water, not hot water, not cold water. Let them be comfortable. More than likely, they're going to drink like they've never drank before because they've been in a box for at least 24 hours. All right? We do that every once in a while. I'm not going to say I do it every time. I don't. Sometimes I give them the big water dish in there, put them in there, and I leave the snake room. And I'm not in here for hours. They more than likely will start moving around and smell and get used to their surroundings and do that kind of stuff and start getting used to it. Some little tips that I found, giving them a hider. I showed a few times, a couple videos ago, I get these little plastic flower pot deals from Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. My wife actually planted some. We kept them, clean them out, sterilize them all, obviously, and then I cut them to size. I just cut them down to how I need it. Like this one would sit in there like this. And I got a little hole to go into. They can wrap up in there, and they're fine. They're happy. Little extra security, make them feel comfortable. And that's really what we do to bring them home. Other than that, they're going to start eating, doing the normal ball python things. They'll grow and grow and grow. We'll move them to the next tub, and hopefully we'll get them going. But on that, since I haven't shown all these, I'll pull them out, let you know what they are, and what's going on with them. Because now that they're established and good to go, and we can. You guys, some of you guys might have seen them. I might have posted mine on Instagram, but there's a little Spinner Blast male here. Nice full belly. Good to go. Haven't seen any wobble or anything weird or anything crazy. He eats every time. He's been pooping. But I will say, every one of these things are not aggressive. They're defensive. They're tiny. We're huge. We're putting our big hands in there, picking them up and moving stuff. One that we'll see here in a minute, we actually named Red because he is a jerk. Off that 70 show, if you didn't catch the thing there. We'll put him back in, and then we'll grab Red. He is a grumpy ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. More than likely, he'll strike at me a couple times, being in my hand just like this, away from him. He's already eyeballing me. But this is our spot nose male. Little tiny guy. Already he's pissed off. He got short little tongue flicks. He's not really liking me too much, and he always goes at me. He's already got me lined up. I'm pretty sure he's about to try to strike at me. I think it's funny. His head won't even come away from me. I can turn him and turn him and turn him. He's got me locked in. But yeah, spot nose male. He's gonna work good with a lot of our stuff here in the future. But eating, doing everything just fine. Let me put him up before I get him too pissed off. Here's one of those little hiders I got for him. Little hole cut in. Like $2, I think it was. He might strike at this coming in. Yep, there he goes. He is mad and always pissed off. All right, I'll let him calm down before I try to put him in here. This is our yellow belly. 100% het pied. It should come out a little bit. And keeping with that 70s show, this is Kitty. This is a yellow belly, het pied, but she's pretty. She's really clean. She eats like a champ too. They're all eating lives right now. Actually, I take that back. The Spinner Blast will eat frozen thawed too. He eats both. He don't care. This is her. She's coming out. See what's up. But we love her. She's gonna be good. Another pied key for our projects here. And the more of those you can get, especially female, and if she proves out, we'll be in there like swimwear, I think. This is the one we got from the show a little while ago. He comes out, he's in shed. This is our albino male, just the albino. They had a couple there that we were interested in, and we decided to go ahead and get just the albino. We haven't had one. I've always wanted an albino, and one of the snakes I've always wanted since I was, man, hell, 13 was an albino Burmese, and this is about as close as I've gotten to that. But yeah, he's awesome too. We'll get him going. We want to put him to our albino champagne. I think it makes sense to kind of have genes to genes, especially recessives, a visual at least to a visual, or visual to recessive. Help your chances out a little bit more. And then our last one is our lesser Spinner Blast, Spinner B, Spinner Blast. And this is Khaleesi. And her name was picked from Kirsten from KNC Painted Balls. I put a little thing on Instagram, and hers took the vote. Perfect name for her. Yep, eating, doing everything they need to be doing. Everything's good over here. That's her little hider deal. Just a little, same way I showed you before, a little half cut out, little angle cut in the side, so it kind of leans back. But yeah, guys, I just want to do a quick little video on bringing home a baby snake. I'm sure some of you guys, most of you guys have already done it and know your little tips and tricks. This is how we do it. Maybe somebody else coming on trying to figure it out, trying to learn. Maybe this video, hopefully this video helps them out. But other than that, man, this is what we're doing. Everything's still fine. Rats still doing their thing. We got a couple more new litters. Medusa is getting bigger. I palpated her on my last video. 6, 7 eggs. When I do it, it's 6 and then a 7 and a 6 and a 7. So I'm gonna say 6 eggs for sure, maybe 7. Natasha, our normal, has locked to Spot, our GHI Pinstripe Mojave, twice now. And then I tried to put Chimp, our banana, back in with Medusa just to make sure everything was good. And he was in there for almost a day. Nothing, she wanted nothing to do with him, which is another good sign. Pulled him out, leaving her alone, letting her do her thing. Boas are doing great. They're shedding like crazy. They eat like nobody's business. They're kind of like the retics are. You put food in their face, they're going to take it. But yeah, everything's doing good. I hope everybody's having a good 2020 so far. Looking forward to seeing everybody's clutches pop up and what everybody gets and what they produce. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, alien_reptiles. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop me some comments if you want to say something, talk about something. Hey, did you ever try this? Let me see what you guys do when you bring babies home. But yeah, guys, keep your head down, keep grinding, positive mindset, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.